Hey, this is Dr. Campbell, and so today I want to talk about how to close the racial gap between teachers and students. Minnesota Public Schools is facing the same challenge that many other schools have in closing the racial gap between teachers and students. The media, local activists, and parents will continue to blame schools for academic failures of students of color unless the schools are able to transform their teaching staff into a school that eliminates the gap. Schools will need to use alternative programming since the available pool of minority teaching staff is limited. You see, in the Minnesota schools, about 34% of the K-12 students are non-white, while teachers of color make up approximately 5% of the teachers. Now, according to Paul Spies, who is a professor at the School of Urban Education at the Metropolitan State University, as well as co-founder of the Coalition to Increase Teachers of Color and American Indian Teachers, he says that we are going to be in a crisis for many years to come. The difficulty with recruiting and maintaining minority teachers is problematic for Minnesota schools as well as other school districts across the nation. And so herein lies the problems. First, there is a low percentage of minorities who are attending educational institutions to become a certified teacher. The other problem is that challenges that the students of color face with the school culture has also become a challenge for minority teachers, and the minority teachers choose to leave rather than continue to endure the challenges associated with racism in schools. Schools must entertain the reason why the school culture continues to reject minority teachers. You see, researchers report the importance of minority teachers, and they have reported that minority teachers have a positive impact on students of color. You see, a diverse teaching staff can help eliminate disproportionate discipline and help to close the achievement gap between students of color and white students. Additionally, the perception of students of color shifts when students are matched with teachers who look like them. This results in an improvement in student perceptions and attitude, which improves graduation rates. An increase in graduation rates helps to create a safer environment, since 72% of the crimes committed in the United States of America are committed by people who have not graduated from high school. Now, the reality is we cannot expect for white teachers to change their color of skin, because most teachers in the teaching staff are white, middle class, female. However, we can transform the teachers' perceptions that the students have regarding their intentions. You see, students who perceive that teachers have favorable feelings toward them have higher achievement levels when teachers have positive views toward them. White teachers can transform student perceptions through a process of promoting a positive school culture by promoting positive racial teacher-student classroom relationships. Positive relationships at schools and in the classroom are in many ways the prerequisites for effective learning and behavior. Students and teachers who are warm, compassionate, and friendly toward one another in the classroom have the potential to improve instruction and learning. Furthermore, developing positive relationships with students provides benefits for schools, teachers, and students. Having positive and caring relationships in schools increases resilience and protects children from academic failure, mental illness, drug and alcohol abuse, and destructive behavior and violence. Long-term positive teacher-student classroom relationships also results in increased teacher job satisfaction. Teachers who have positive feelings toward their students are more likely to have students that will reciprocate those feelings. Teachers who develop positive and personal relationships with students may prevent psychological development problems in their students. Students are more willing to develop positive relationships with teachers who tend to form close friendships with their students. The racial gap between teachers and students can be closed by using a process that promotes a positive school environment by promoting positive racial teacher-student classroom relationships. I am the author of this process for promoting positive racial teacher-student classroom relationships. Now, it is a two-step process. The first step is teacher development. I've developed this workbook for teacher development. There's a workshop for them. There are 4 modules, which include leadership, organizational transformation, cultural discourse, and planning development. Now, administrators can also get the facilitator's guide if they want to do it themselves. Also, the second step is an administrative training, which includes modules on leadership, culture and climate, discipline, and staff and students. And so there is a process for closing the racial gap between teachers and students. And I have authored that process. This is Dr. Campbell. You can get additional information on my website at www.positiveracialrelationships.com. And of course, if you want to talk about it, you can call me on my direct line at 856-566-3267. Have a great day, and thank you very much.